Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here and looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Mason. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The Hokies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes a quick catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's brought down there. This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Looking to chuck it again. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. And the Hokies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Could be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. He drops back in the gun. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now. The Spartans will send the punt team onto the field.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. Bringing pressure. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After the sack on first down, it's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Hokies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. They're going to run the option. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. They'll run it to the left. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll run it on the jet sweep. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, I love this play call here by your offensive coordinator. They catch the defense out of position. They turn that into a nice chunk of yardage. But the execution was great, and the timing of when to call the play. The defense was lulled to sleep, and before they could react to the jet sweep, he's downfield for a huge gain.
Running with purpose. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Gives it to the back. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches. Or it's snapped to the back. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's these land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Heading left after the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Here comes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he scores. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option.
Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. And now the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Has the first down and more. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit, to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying the old counter play here. Not much on that play, brought down short. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half. But I'll tell you what. They're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Second and long now from their own 5-yard line. In the shadow of their goal line, looking to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll be sacked back after 1, narrowly avoiding a safety.
That's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime, is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they
breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on third down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Hokies come up to the line in a hurry up.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Drunkenmiller. Was some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Down he goes. A sack.
Boy, what a great job of getting to this quarterback by this defensive lineman. And Chris, you think back over the years, Michigan State, always a tough defense with an attitude, right? And individually, Julian Peterson, Shalik Calhoun, Terrell Worthy, Malik McDowell, what a great tradition. And today, he's living up to that.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in and stretches this defense out wide, it can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He missed it. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Sparty. Just ran away from the defense. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Mason. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The Hokies looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game in the play.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Hokies come to the line and start a fresh set of downs.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Hokies looking to cash in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Handoff here from the shotgun. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. VHC is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its trap.
2nd and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan State. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Hokies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to pull it down and run. Fights through a tackle. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Here Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Trying to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. He'll hand it off. Powers through. Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here.